combined. Two franchises fighting for their first World Series in decades. Toronto Blue Jays, Cleveland Indians, American League Championship Series, Game 7, right now in Toronto. Blue Jays play host to the Indians. The winning team faces the Dodgers in the World Series. The loser goes home in heartbreak. See, the Indians were down 3-1, and they have fought back to fight. In Game 7, the winning team goes on. The losers come up 1 game short.
Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex
Sean Manaea on the mound for Toronto in this one. He fires that one in. Philip Rainey, the leadoff man, fly ball to left field, and just like that, that is out. Number 1 here in Game 7. Who will win the American League pennant? Who would have thought that it would come down to this? These two teams fighting in a Game 7. Strikeout from Manaea, there's 2 away. 3-1. Ground ball, and just like that, the Jays send the Tribe down. 1, 2, 3. We head bottom 1.
So coming to the plate,
Trevor Bauer, the one who toes the rubber for the Indians in this one. He has had a very good season and did very well in his first appearance in this series. He strikes out Paul DeJong for out number 1.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one.
1-2 pitch. Outside, count is even.
As they draw even at 2-2.
2-2 count now on Donaldson. He'll foul off the knuckle curve. Count stays the same.
Breaking balls. He just missed that one right
there.
Fouling it away.
Crazy situation. And Donaldson picks up a base hit. You know both teams want this. Both teams have fought endlessly to get in this situation. They played a 162-game season to make the playoffs. Have played multiple rounds in the playoffs so far, and now have to win 1 more game to make sure that it is not all for nothing. A double from Mike Trout, though, puts this in a big situation. Settings, veteran all-star, same as usual. And our best player this postseason steps in. Juan Soto hitting .404 with 3 home runs. A 2-1 count. Juan Soto is the one person I want up in this situation. Some people questioned the decision to trade prospect Bo Bichette for Juan Soto, but I had no doubt in my mind that was what I was going to do. And now Soto, looking to prove his worth. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck.
Fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Had to sit back on
Guerrero, one of the most hyped up prospects in the majors. You know he'd love a shot with the bases loaded. The bases won't be loaded though. Fly ball, Soto. Sacrifice fly unless Donaldson's thrown out at the plate, which there won't be any throw. It's 1-0 Blue Jays in the first. 2-2 count on Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's going to look to drive home Mike Trout from second. The base hit into the outfield will do just that. Oh, a moonshot to left field! Forget about it! Vladimir Guerrero Jr. biggest hit so far. Well, maybe Juan Soto's walk-off. Look at that one. He had no doubt about it. And the Blue Jays lead early.
lifted in the air toward the
Andujar fouls it off.
But this is just going to wind up being
25 pitches already in the first inning for Trevor Bauer. Looks like he might be heading to the showers pretty early. He does strike out Andujar, but not before damage is done. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Huge home run. Minaya gives up a single, but that is all. And now there's 1 out, 2 on. Paul DeJong looks to come up, see if he can do something big for the Jays.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays.
He has done very well since being put in the starting lineup at the end of the season due to Whit Merrifield's injury. DeJong was supposed to be a bench piece that would have been huge. And it would have been huge to have him off the bench. But Merrifield, an untimely injury, and DeJong had to step up. And boy has he. He hits that one down the line, an RBI double for Paul DeJong. It's 4-0 Blue Jays in the second inning. This place is electric. The Rogers Center is going crazy.
He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go.
Josh Donaldson, that'll be a ground ball. Another run scores. It's 5-0 Blue Jays. It's early, so we can't get too confident, but a 5-0 lead and a second inning exit for starter Trevor Bauer as Nick Whittegren is brought into the game. And you can tell that with everybody in the Rogers Center on their feet, as it will continue, Mike Trout with his first real important hit in the postseason. Rogers Center is on its feet. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if my mic's like killing your ears. Now Juan Soto. It's a fly ball to left.
Dickerson's there, makes the catch.
3 more runs score. It's 6-0 Jays.
He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down
Carlos
6
Gonzalez
in the early going.
steps
So
in.
what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt,
Slider just outside from Minaya. Another pitcher acquired near the deadline who was a big acquisition for the Blue Jays.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he really helped out a kind of hurting rotation. I mean, not as bad as it was in the first season. We had a few experiments. We had the Zach Eflin experiment. We had the Mike Clevenger experiment. And none of those worked out. Then we traded to acquire reigning Cy Young Blake Snell, and he just was terrible. Then he started picking it up, and he still was terrible. Then he came into the postseason and was absolutely lights out. Also got Cy Young, Luis Severino. Runner-up to Cy Young, yes, it is Sean Minaya. And we actually had the runner-up to the runner-up, who was, I guess, Blake Snell. It was on our team. Now that ball is going to be cut off by Trout. If he wasn't able to get to that one, then a run's going to score. They're going to send the runner home, and terrible decision. Innings over. Don't know what they were thinking, and now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up again. I'll show you again, just so you don't think I'm cheating, veteran, but it's being streamed, so it's not like I can change it. 1-2. You know Vlad wants to go deep again. I don't see that happening, but it'd be insane. That's for sure. People would go crazy. Oh, people being me. And he hits it well. That's gonna be, it's not a home run, but it's gonna be a nice lead-off stand-up double. Now Miguel Andujar has a chance to drive home another run. Nick Whittegren, not the best decision to bring in. Ground ball that'll advance Vlad to third. I've kind of lost my voice. This is the 5th video I've recorded today, something like that. 3-2 pitch to Grichuk.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
And that run might not be able to come home. Unless JT Realmuto can come through. 2 outs, runner on third, 1-1 count.
The 1-1.
Pitch from Whittegren. They'll be fouled off.
Is 1-2 now.
All we need is a base hit. It's 7-0.
Line towards center
Base
field.
hit's easier said than done.
Nicklin is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So
Inning over. But that 6-0 lead will hopefully hold. Mania threw 5. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Miguel Andujar! There is something in the air in the Rogers Center where the 31-game win streak team, the team that was 1 game shy of tying the MLB record in wins, it has showed up here tonight in Toronto. 9-0. Blue Jays are destroying the Indians, and the Indians, they battled back. They tried so hard, down 3-1, but it is not looking good. Again, you can't count your chickens before they hatch, as it is said.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter.
We have not won this game yet. There is still plenty of time left for Cleveland to come back. But if we're going to continue to hit them that well, just barely staying in the park, then I really think we have a solid shot at winning this game. That'll be a base hit into right field for DeYoung. Now they're going to take out Whittegren, which sucks. I am saying it right. I hope so.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a
Why do I say I am saying it right? I meant to say I am saying it right? Whitgren. Yeah, I like the Whittegren better.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher.
It's more fun to
He
say.
executed his pitch.
1-2 pitch to Josh Donaldson.
Player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like.
Curveball fouled off. And this game has just...
The 1-2 is looked at for ball
This has
number 2.
been dominated by the Blue Jays offense.
Your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2.
Fastball up high, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking
3-2 pitch, Mike Trout on deck.
So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit.
And that'll be a base hit. And now Mike Trout, who's having the only good game he's in this postseason, steps into the batter's box. Who's he going to be pitching? Who's he going to be hitting off of? Don't be Joe Smith or Mason. Yeah, let it be Whittegren. I don't know why they're leaving him in.
Mike Trout. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
And the catcher got brain, cut him to a
He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning,
he's
and
not
the command
speed-seized,
just doesn't
but...
seem to be there anymore. I gotta think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon.
Swung on and missed. Trout goes down swinging.
Swing and a miss, and
that brings in Juan Soto. 3-1 count. Some of the best stats in the postseason that we have seen from anybody on our team.
3-1. Lifted the other way
Fly
down
ball
the left
right
field. Dickerson's there. And
but somehow, in one game, I think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. may have overtaken him for
so here's
postseason MVP. As he's kind of just sparked a rally. We're in the 7th inning, and the Indians need 9. And we have a pitcher on the mound who has given up 3 hits.
For the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And you can almost feel. I can almost feel it. I'm not there. I can almost feel the energy from the Rogers Center. If these fans realize how close they are to success, they realize that they are on the verge of finally returning to the World Series. They are so close.
Joe Smith enters now in a mock.
Joe Smith.
Now pitching for Cleveland, number 38.
So close to finally returning to the World Series. 6 outs away from clinching the American League pennant. 5 outs away from clinching the American League pennant. That ball by Cargo, driven deep, carrying to the wall. 2 away, 4 outs away from going to the American League pennant. I'm going to hope Manaea is going to go the complete game. Ground ball, and the Blue Jays are 3 outs away. Not worried about the hitting. Sean Manaea against Philip Rainey, who has hitting 154 in the postseason.
Checks his swing, but this will be
1-2. Manaea looks for the complete game shutout. Fly ball, right center. Trout is there. 1 away. 2 outs remaining. The Blue Jays are so close.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He was sent packing on strikes
and
in his last trip.
Again, you can't count the chickens before they hatch. This is not over. Tyler Naquin with a double.
Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-bat.
And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
The third baseman, Jose.
Standing in now, Jose
Ramirez, a base hit. The shutout is gone.
The outfield grass for a base hit. And they're not going to
the shutout is gone.
And on the play,
but the Blue Jays still just need 2 outs without giving up 8 runs. Ground ball botched by Jeanette, but he makes the play. And the Toronto Blue Jays
1v1 after game.
What? Hold on. Alright, we can do that. The Toronto Blue Jays are 1 out away.
And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out.
Fly ball, right field. Grichuk camps under it. And the Blue Jays win the American League pennant.
The Jays are American League champions.
Exhibition day.
Well, congratulations to them as they're now the American League champs. They're going to celebrate tonight, and then they're going to have to refocus for a run at the ultimate prize, the World Series trophy. Can't wait.
Several good offensive performances.
What
in
a
this
game
one, but
here.
none better than the one turned in by the guy you see
Send me a
right
friend
there.
request.
He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of
What
balls
a
over the
game
wall in this
here
one.
to win.
Really put the guys on his back.
The winning pitcher is Sean Manaea. He went 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. The loss goes to Trevor Bauer. He went 1 inning, 1 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, 6 earned runs, and no walks. And the player of the game is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That will wrap up this episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise here in MLB The Show 19. I'll see you in the next one.